17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Lawrence to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Kayvon Thibodeau coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 18. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
At the 39-yard line.
All right, let's go. Son.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And and he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses who have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And the Raider first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal.
Now a play fake here on first down. And caught by Thomas for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Jaguars nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10.
44-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They work now on second and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw here. Thomas brings it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Las Vegas, first down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers there to make the grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that Makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Piece of 24.
One back, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On first down, it's Genty. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hold up. Yes, hold on.
Ugh.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. Trayvon Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bashir Tootin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. Like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Let's go now. Yellow, 20.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
4 yards. Complete to Ryan Thomas Jr. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the give, Genty. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. That's another Las Vegas first
Ready.
down.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5
Here
at
we
the
go.
13-yard line.
Black, 95.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. Watch out now. 52.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Lawrence. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Trenton Simpson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brian Thomas on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Jaguars 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Lawrence to throw. Nowhere turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Hey, son.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Raiders offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The lone touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam off, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our Eat. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Booth. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders extend their lead yet again. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
At the 30-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, Soko, Sahad.
Now Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And the Jaguars send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Looking to put a drive together.
Down. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45. .44. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and it looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
That's another Las Vegas
Ready.
first down.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
16 more yards.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, it all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
23.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying, but nothing that they have done has worked so far. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. Once again, it's Genty. And we're getting down to the 47 here. 84 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Ready.
On first down. Booth. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Raider first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Blue, 30, clock, 10. Set, hut.
They'll look to throw here. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, lion.
They go play action with Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Now back to Lawrence hitting the ball is 3. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jaguars getting set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Thomas brings it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go. Set.
On the give, Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Raiders add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, We've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus as he has now gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Set, cut.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bowers. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still touchdown. Brian Thomas with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders just continue to roll.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Kayvon Thibodeau. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. So the completion good for just 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Set up. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 79 yards. And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Personal foul.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Looking to put a drive together.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Still fighting for more. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll set up the throw. Open man right side, Myers. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackling.
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Down. 45. White. Striker. 3. Touch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now he's loose again, and he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll go again with Genty. And he is Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 147 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Raiders first down.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Las Vegas first down.
Come on, Jack.
They'll run with Genty. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For Las Vegas first down. First and goal.
Cut.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's go. Set.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still going. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Las Vegas, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.